distant skyline meets the rolling hills in a spectacular shade of green. The most magnificent panoramic landscape my eyes have ever seen. I stand atop the geographic crest, watching the afternoon shadows expand, feeling a profound internal stability return as I overlook this fertile land. The blinding glare of the midday rush has finally ceased to exist, replaced by a comforting warmth that has our creative spirits dismissed. I unpack my vintage acoustic instrument, catching the majestic sunset ray, formulating a gorgeous musical dedication to conclude this phenomenal day. The atmosphere of transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging echo mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. I've spent decades performing under artificial stadium halogen lights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The alpine wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild clover vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The atmospheric transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging through the mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. Expiring cosmic spark, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust and care, a brilliant, everlasting shield that we are privileged to share. See the colors blend to the valley's end, the light grows deep, promises to keep, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging through the mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. disappear. Heavy cast iron fluke is snapped completely beneath the ocean floor, leaving our fragile vessel drifting targetless away from the safety shore. I watch the nautical instruments spinning wildly inside the cockpit frame, realizing we no longer possess the mechanism to hold this shifting game. I spent my life relying on a rigid set of traditional safety lines, believing that absolute security was guaranteed by my strategic designs. But this sudden metal fatigue in the deepest channel of the bay forces my stubborn spirit to accept the currents heading our way. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this untended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Firmly secured and precise, a calculated commercial product that carried an expensive retail price. But standing here upon this pitching deck in the middle of the gale, I find a raw clarity that makes the old security look incredibly pale. The piano strings vibrate with a deep, echoing oceanic resonance as we abandon the heavy weights that kept our spirits in penance. We don't need a permanent mooring or a guaranteed harbor slot when this unpredictable voyage teaches a lesson we never forgot. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. true freedom can be found. The chain is loose, no more excuse, drifting free out to sea, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Broken anchor, leaving the old harbor far behind, a liberating direction that our weary spirits can find. Just let it drift. Salty air circulates through the open veranda shutters of the seaside room, chasing away the final remaining traces of our historical winter gloom. I lounge barefoot upon the cedar deck, watching the white gulls fly free, sensing a sudden elevation of my spirit as I observe the turquoise sea. I threw my heavy leather traveling jacket onto the entryway floor, unlocking the copper latch of this peaceful beachfront screen door. The fragrant scent of blossom and jasmine fills the afternoon atmosphere, erasing the accumulated fatigue from navigating the corporate hemisphere. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition as the creative blockages begin to drift, inhaling the pure inspiration of this refreshing coastal breeze today, watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Too many years trapped inside a frozen, highly cynical state, believing that emotional insulation was the permanent companion of my fate. But your serene presence acts like a ray of pure golden sunlight, dispersing the stubborn fog that used to blind my internal sight. We pack a simple picnic basket with fresh fruit and chilled white wine, strolling leisurely down the sandy shoreline where the tides intertwine. Your casual laughter is a song sweeter than any commercial radio hit, a reassuring confirmation that our lives perfectly and organically fit. The changing season introduces a beauty refreshing coastal breeze today. Watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Canopy, living our lives with absolute independence, simplicity, and autonomy. No schedules to rush, no artificial pressures hanging over our head. Just enjoying this beautiful sanctuary of absolute freedom instead. Feel the wind blow, take it real slow. Soak in the sun, we've only just begun. Inhaling the pure inspiration of its refreshing coastal breeze today. Watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Coastal breeze, coastal breeze, whispering through the beach grass so clean, the most comforting paradise we've ever seen. Just breathe it in. Splinters pierce the sensitive skin of my bare palm, dismantling the artificial illusion of my previous calm. I run my hand across the unplaned beams of this unfinished frame, a structural monument to a relationship we failed to tame. I spent my life hiding behind a smooth laminated plastic facade, polishing my public image to ensure that nobody called me a fraud. But this rugged, uncarved cedar board forces an honest review, exposing the knots and imperfections that I always hid from you. The natural grain resists the sharp edge of the carpenter's knife, reflecting the stubborn friction that defined our creative life. We must accept the uneven surface without any further internal strife, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today, refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival, a primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Spiritual arrival. I remember remember when our arrangements were overproduced and clean, a stereo product manufactured inside a high-tech studio machine. But standing here inside this rustic workshop, the illusions die, leaving me naked beneath the unforgiving rafters of the sky. The piano strings vibrate with a fierce, unvarnished acoustic depth, as the smell of fresh cedar sawdust inspires each heavy breath. We don't need a glamorous amphitheater or a shiny chrome display when these basic materials say everything we ever wanted to say. The natural grain resists the sharp edge of the carpenter's knife, reflecting the stubborn friction that defined our creative life. We must accept the uneven surface without any further internal strife, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today, refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival, a primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Spiritual arrival. Contains no heart. We choose the uncarved edges that allow an authentic connection to start. Feel the grain, survive the pain, unpolished wood as it should, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today, refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival, a primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Rough timber holding our shelter secure, a primitive architecture that will endure. Just let the fragments settle. A distant horn player delivers a sorrowful phrase from the dim balcony suite, carrying an unspoken message that echoes down the empty urban street. The sound is suppressed, filtered through a brass dome of isolation, mirroring the exact texture of our current emotional communication. I listen to the fragile intervals cutting through the midnight air, a haunting vibration that perfectly captures my deep internal despair. We used to speak with absolute clarity, projecting our thoughts loud and high. Now our conversations are hushed beneath this unforgiving twilight sky. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can't awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. I remember when our passion was a roaring brass fanfare so proud, capable of cutting through the noise of any judgmental theater crowd. But arrogance is a silencer that caps the expression of the soul, leaving us with these whispered fragments stripped of our original control. My fingers rest motionless upon the dark grand piano keys, listening to that distant lamentation floating on the autumn breeze. We don't need to shout our mutual accusations to the world outside, when this muffled resonance exposes the futility of our creative pride. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can't awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Should we allow the final notes to dissolve into the concrete maze? Take a definitive step back from the edge of this prideful daze? Is there a way to remove the barrier and let the true passion blow? Or are we destined to fade like the embers of this late night show? Hear the sound drop before the notes stop, muffled and low, end of the show. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can't awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Hear the trumpet fading away into the midnight chill, while the surrounding world stands completely still. Time to walk away. plush fabric drapes elegantly across the lounge booth perimeter ring, shielding our private sanctuary from the outer world's chaotic sting. I stroll down the carpeted aisle, catching the syncopated groove so fine, feeling my defensive walls transform into a beautiful, relaxed design. I'm leaning against the mahogany counter of this upscale cabaret room, tuning my electric instrument away from the daily corporate gloom. The drummer drops a relaxed, bouncing rhythm pattern that captures my feet, an irresistible invitation making our separate creative paths meet. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation and expensive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, entering magnificent sonic shrine, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. Let the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. I've strung the blues in grand concert halls across the globe's expanse, but nothing matches this lounge's ability to induce a therapeutic trance. Your hips move like water flowing down a smooth marble terrace face, infusing this recording session with an unparalleled hypnotic grace. The electric keyboard executes a series of sophisticated jazz runs so sweet, matching the rapid, joyful acceleration of our mutual heartbeats. We don't need a complicated script or an elaborate introduction phrase when our body language speaks clearly through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, expensive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, entering magnificent sonic shrine, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. Let the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. Let the bass guitar slide, let the percussion section. We've discovered a rare sanctuary on this concrete city ground. No charts, no restrictions, no convention, no rules left to obey. Just pure creative freedom washing our exhaustion completely away. Keep it swinging, hear it ringing. Velvet touch means so much, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight. Where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. Let the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world just let it roll. Just let it roll. The heavy cast iron fluke has snapped completely beneath the ocean floor, leaving our fragile vessel drifting targetless away from the safety shore. I watch the nautical instruments spinning wildly inside the cockpit frame, realizing we no longer possess the mechanism to hold this shifting game. I spent my life relying on a rigid set of traditional safety lines, believing that absolute security was guaranteed by my strategic designs. But this sudden metal fatigue in the deepest channel of the bay forces my stubborn spirit to accept the currents heading our way. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Secured and precise, a calculated commercial product that carried an expensive retail price. But standing here upon this pitching deck in the middle of the gale, I find a raw clarity that makes the old security look incredibly pale. The piano strings vibrate with a deep echoing oceanic resonance as we abandon the heavy weights that kept our spirits in penance. We don't need a permanent mooring or a guaranteed harbor slot when this unpredictable voyage teaches a lesson we never forgot. The mooring fails as the undertow increases its relentless force, tearing our historical attachments away from their original source. We must navigate the open water without a predetermined course, floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. true freedom can be found. The chain is loose, no more excuse, drifting free out to sea. Floating adrift due to the failure of this broken anchor today, refusing to let the maritime panic discourage our ultimate way. Though the depths are terrifying and the wind begins to fiercely roar, this unintended drift might guide us toward a more authentic shore. Broken anchor, leaving the old harbor far behind, a liberating direction that our weary spirits can find. Just let it drift. Just let it drift. Lush fabric drapes elegantly across the lounge booth perimeter ring, shielding our private sanctuary from the outer world's chaotic sting. I stroll down the carpeted aisle, catching the syncopated groove so fine, feeling my defensive walls transform into a beautiful, relaxed design. I'm leaning against the mahogany counter of this upscale cabaret room, tuning my electric instrument away from the daily corporate gloom. The drummer drops a relaxed, bouncing rhythm pattern that captures my feet, an irresistible invitation, making our separate creative paths meet. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, expensive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, entering a magnificent sonic shrine, moving together inside the pocket of this infectious satin shuffle tonight, where the dividing boundaries blur beneath the lavender neon light. Let the elegant rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structures of the world completely far away. I've strummed the blues in grand concert halls across the globe's expanse, but nothing matches this lounge's ability to induce a therapeutic trance. Your hips move like water flowing down a smooth marble terrace face, infusing this recording session with an unparalleled hypnotic grace. The electric keyboard executes a series of sophisticated jazz runs so sweet, matching the rapid, joyful acceleration of our mutual heartbeats. We don't need a complicated script or an elaborate introduction phrase when our body language speaks clearly through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, expansive botanical wine, a welcoming playground where our independent trajectories can align. We are melting into the tempo, Fallen oak tree rests decayingly across the damp forest trail. Its bark is peeling away, stripped by decades of fierce winter gale. I tap upon its weathered surface, finding an empty, echoing sound. A natural acoustic chamber hidden deep beneath the mossy ground. I spend my life hiding inside a protective, superficial armor chest, fearing that honesty would expose the vulnerabilities inside my breast. But looking at this empty timber cylinder, I recognize my own design. A hollow shell masquerading as a monument, majestic and fine. The wind reverberates through the cylinder, a rustic melody reminding us that no creator is ever completely alone. We must discard the internal vacancy to let the authentic music grow. Strumming our melodies beside this ancient hollow log today, allowing the organic resonance to wash our superficial pride away from the empty spaces of our past. A new substance can start to fill the silent chambers of our unraveled creative heart. I remember when my performances were calculated, precise and grand, designed to extract applause from crowds across the civilized land. But standing here inside this pristine wilderness, the illusions die, leaving me naked beneath the vast expanse of the northern sky. The piano notes resonate with a pure, unvarnished acoustic depth, as a fresh pine fragrance inspires each deep, deliberate breath. We don't need a polished amphitheater or a glamorous luxury scene when this simple woodland sanctuary offers a truth so clean. The wind reverberates through the cylinder, a rustic melody reminding us that no creator is ever completely alone. We must discard the internal vacancy to let the authentic music grow. Strumming our melodies beside this ancient hollow log today, allowing the organic resonance to wash our superficial pride away from the empty spaces of our past. A new substance can start to fill the silent chambers of our unraveled creative heart. makes our perspectives whole. Hear the echo ring, let the spirit sing. Fill the empty space with absolute grace. Strumming our melodies beside this ancient hollow log today, allowing the organic resonance to wash our superficial pride away. From the empty spaces of our past, a new substance can start to fill the silent chambers of our unraveled creative heart. Hollow log, carrying our secrets into the forest deep, a natural sanctuary where our promises will safely keep. Just let the echo fade. Arid sand dunes stretch endlessly toward the scorching horizon line, an unyielding landscape devoid of any organic, refreshing sign. My throat is parched, desperate for a single drop of life-giving dew, a physical manifestation of the emotional starvation I experience with you. I've been wandering across this parched valley for 40 lonely days, blinded by the mirages generated by the sun's unforgiving rays. My canteen is completely empty, rattling against my leather belt buckle as I search for an oasis where our withered affections can refuckle. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind, a source to find. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody providing the soundtrack tragic fate. I remember when our inspiration flowed like a rushing mountain spring, an abundant reservoir of melodies that caused our spirits to effortlessly sing. But greed is a song that dries up the wetlands of the creative soul, leaving us stranded in this wasteland, stripped of our original silent prayer on my blistered lips. We don't need a golden palace or a magnificent swimming pool display when a simple cup of water is the only currency that matters today. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind, leaving the beautiful memories of our previous paradise far behind. Ooh, we are crawling through the wilderness, desperate for a source to find. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody provided the soundtrack for our parched state. Oh, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Can we locate a hidden aquifer beneath this cracked canyon floor? Or are we destined to remain skeletons knocking on a forgotten door? Let the skies open up, let the heavy deluge finally descend to resurrect the dying embers of a connection we want to defend. Parched clay, fade away, desperate for rain and the drought's pain. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody providing the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Desert thirst, waiting for the weather to break for our survival's sake. Just a single drop. Brick structures enclose this narrow, forgotten municipal passageway, blocking the final remaining glimmers of the retreating winter day. I face a solid stone barrier, realizing there is no forward route, trapped inside a psychological labyrinth plagued by absolute doubt. I navigated my vehicle down this uncharted metropolitan grid coordinate, failing to anticipate that the local infrastructure would be so insubordinate. The exhaust fumes linger heavily inside this damp, dead-end pocket, like a broken mechanism frozen tight inside a rusted iron socket. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual sight. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. I spent half a century sprinting down the wide avenues of commercial fame, trading my authentic creative identity for the prestige of a billboard name. But this sudden architectural restriction forces a much-needed pause, dismantling the illusion of progress governed by high society laws. Your acoustic accompaniment reverberates off the stained masonry facade, providing an honest, unvarnished rhythm that refuses to act as a fraud. We don't need a sprawling highway or a luxurious open thoroughfare when this enclosed space forces our souls to strip completely bare. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark, blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual sight. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate, exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. The basic artistic elements that we truly need. No way out. Silence the shout. Face the wall. Survive it all. Start motionless inside the confinement of this dark, blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual side. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate, exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. Blind alley, forcing us to turn completely around, finding our authentic footing upon this solid urban ground. Time to walk back. Subterranean concrete caverns amplify the sound of my lonely footsteps walking, drowning the faint, distant memories of our previous heated talking. I stand upon the deserted platform, waiting for the transit car arrival, analyzing the graffiti-covered tiles that record the city's survival. I hear the acoustic reflection bouncing off the curved subterranean ceiling vault, a haunting reminder of the personal errors that led to our structural shouting out declarations down these transit tunnels deep, leaving behind an accumulation of secrets that we could no longer keep. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul. I watch the dust motes dancing inside the illumination of the vending machine, wondering how we allowed our romance to turn into such a sterile scene. The tracks begin to vibrate, indicating that a vector is drawing near, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate through my fear. Your voice travels like a subterranean lightning bolt through the dark space, igniting in my chest a brilliant everlasting spark that time can erase. We don't need the validation of the high society fashion parade crowd when this muffled resonance speaks so beautifully, elegantly, and loud. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine. Oh, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul. Let the express line shut down, let the transit systems completely fail. We've secured our connection within this subterranean acoustic trail. No municipal planning can contain the magnitude of the devotion we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the tracks whine, stay on the line, the train draws near, dismantle the fear. Listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this Dark liquid boils slowly inside the cracked glass laboratory flask, masking the underlying exhaustion beneath a professional smiling mask. I pour a steaming portion into a stained porcelain chalice cup, anticipating a chemical boost before the morning anxieties wake up. You handed me a beverage infused with your guarded, sharp critique, a volatile substance that leaves my defensive systems incredibly weak. We coat our personal resentments in a thin layer of artificial glaze, trapped inside a repetitive, fundamentally exhausting emotional daze. The flavor on our tongues quickly turns into a burning acidic trace, exposing the deep-seated grievances that time could never fully erase. We keep drinking the poison, expecting a different kind of grace, swallowing the heavy truth of this dark, bitter brew tonight, while the fading street lights outside offer a dim flicker inside a sorrowful jazz arrangement. There is no escaping the consequences of our destructive creative force. I watch you pace across the floorboards in your elegant velvet wrap, the most fascinating, dangerous individual caught inside this trap. Your compliments are double-edged, cutting through my prideful facade, shattering the illusion that our relationship was completely unordered. The electric guitar intervals you execute are full of underlying strain, a beautiful cover designed to conceal the presence of internal pain. We are two stubborn composers locked in a silent psychological war, forgetting the basic affection that brought us together before. The flavor on our tongues quickly turns into a burning acidic trace, exposing the deep-seated grievances that time could never fully erase. We keep drinking the poison, expecting a different kind of grace, swallowing the heavy truth of this dark, bitter brew tonight, while the fading street lights outside offer a dim flicker inside a sorrowful jazz arrangement. There is no escaping the consequences of our destructive creative force. Should we discard the chalice and pour the dregs down the drain? Admit that neither one of us possesses the capacity to sustain the pain? Or do we crave the acrid taste because it proves we can still feel, a desperate justification to convince ourselves that our connection is real? Taste the burn, a difficult lesson to learn. No sweetness left of illusions bereft, swallowing the heavy truth of this dark, bitter brew tonight, while the fading street lights outside offer a dim flicker inside a sorrowful jazz arrangement, the soundtrack for our discourse. There is no escaping the consequences of our destructive creative force. Bitter brew lingering heavily upon our lips with every single temporary sip, time to let it cool.